Since the last one didn't work correctly. Okay then. Well, based off the the title of the video, I'm pretty sure you all know what this video is about. I had a big rant about it in another video, but it turned out when I went to go view the video, there's no volume. Well, derp. Anyways, I probably should have looked in the top right-hand corner where it says there's no plug plugged in. But, I didn't. Anyways, well, it started about 2-3 years ago. I ended up meeting this girl. We got together. She's insane, by the way. Nutcase. Straight up crazy. She's stalking me to this day. On my Google account, on my Facebook, everything. She even harasses my fiance. Let's just throw that out there. We end up getting together, and about 3 months later, we have a baby boy. I'm excited. I'm happy. I am very. I don't know. I can't think of the word right now. I'm sorry. It is hot as fuck in this house. Damn. So we ended up having this little boy, and she just starts up with this.
Is anyone there?
You're cheating on me. You're fucking this slut. You're fucking that slut, and I don't go nowhere.
Get away from me!
I don't even leave the house. And then it's, I want to fuck people. I want to sleep with this girl. I want to sleep with this woman. I want to sleep with. I wanted to sleep with everybody just about. Jesus. So, some time goes by, then the baby's born. And from about day 4 of pregnancy, she decides that she's got postpartum depression, and that explains why she's crazy. Okay, I'm not a doctor. I'm not a psychiatrist. I don't really know about postpartum, whatever. Wow, I can't even speak. I don't really know about it, but I can tell you, it probably don't last for 2 years, 3 years, 4 years, 5 years. It don't last your whole life. I'm pretty sure. I'm not sure. And it definitely doesn't happen before you can get pregnant.
You're better than that. I don't know if I can take you. Call me this
So everybody believed her. Everybody felt bad for her. So in the hospital, the baby, is born, and she's not doing anything for the baby. She keeps pushing them off on me. Now, don't get me wrong. I love my children. I love both of them. I love them both to pieces. My son, he's. I can't say.
I heard that. Come on.
You know what? Screw it. He's perfect. In my eyes, he's perfect. My daughter, she's perfect. They both are. In my eyes. I mean, other people may see them differently. I know for a fact some of them see them differently, especially when my kid screeches. She screeches, he'll make you go deaf. So, it becomes more and more apparent that she doesn't really give two shits about her own kid. But it didn't really click in my head. I couldn't put 2 and 2 together. I thought, well, maybe she really does have postpartum. Wow, I can't even say it at this point. Maybe she is depressed. Maybe there is something wrong. So I tried working with her, and I tried working with her.
You'll regret that.
And what I got for working with her was, you're a fucking man whore. You're sleeping with every woman on the block. Well, let's see. About a month after the baby was born, she decides that she's going to go out every day. From 10 a.m. to 9 p.m. Come home and yell and scream at me about how I'm cheating on her when I've never left the house. I was too busy taking care of our 5-month-old to cheat. To do anything. Okay? So one day she ends up going to jail because she threatened me to stab me with a pen, and she decided she was going to punch my mom. Because my mom had gone in and grabbed the baby and said she doesn't need to be around you arguing. And her technique was she liked to pick up the baby while she yelled and screamed and carried on and acted like a 2-year-old. And she ended up going to jail. She gets out, and she goes back to jail again for violation of a restraining order. Then she gets back out. She does her probation. And while she's on probation, we're off and on, and she cheats on me with this guy. Let's call him Taylor. She cheats on me with this guy Taylor. And the first time it was through a text message. And I sent you a text message because they were sexting. And I called her out on it, and she says, "Well, it was only a text message. It doesn't mean anything." I'm like, "Yes, it does. You cheated on me." She said, "No, I didn't. It was just a text message. It doesn't mean anything. It's not like we really did it or anything." I'm like, "So are you telling me?" And I know this is probably immature on my part, but I wanted to hear what her response is. I said, "So what if I decided I was going to go sex some random female?" Her response, "You fucking manhole. I knew you wanted to sex another female. That's why I did it. I did it before you could do it." So at this point, I'm just like, oh my god. So, like a lot of people, they got caught cheating. They start, the waterworks. Waterworks, that fake crying where people that don't really know it, they will all believe it. And I believed it. So I forgave her. 2 days later, she goes over there and she sleeps with the guy. Except she's yelling rape. He raped her. So I asked her, "Let's call the cops then." She goes, "Nah, I don't want to call the cops." I said, "Why not?" She says, "I don't want the cops to get involved because they won't be able to do anything." I said, "Well, let's at least do an investigation, have an investigation done. And maybe, you never know, they might be able to do something." So finally she says, "Okay, let's call the cops." So we call the cops. And the cops asked me to leave and go to the other room while they talk. Well, I did. And then, the rape. Of course, the victim needs privacy and all. It doesn't matter. I mean, So she comes out and says that she did it. And the cop comes out and he says, "Okay, a detective will get a hold of you." So, the detective tries getting a hold of her, and she doesn't answer her phone for the detective. Right there, that's a little something's off going on here. By the way, add the fact of how many females do you know go immediately and take a shower after being raped? Well, I mean, I don't really know the idea. Maybe you would, maybe you feel dirty or something like that. But she did it on the way coming to my house. So obviously, she had something to hide. Huh? She figures that, I wouldn't find out. Well, I found out. And then, we ended up arguing some more. And like as usual, she's, "I only did it because you were going to do it to me, yada, yada, yada. I knew you wanted to. You wanted to cheat on me. You were cheating on me." I'm like, I don't go anywhere. How am I cheating on you? I have never had any intention to cheat on you. I don't cheat. Okay? I have 2 kids. I have 1 kid. This is 1 child this time. I said, I have him to worry about. Okay? Nope, I'm cheating. I'm going out every day. I'm partying. I'm doing all this shit. I mean, I wasn't even allowed to talk to my own family members because I wanted to bone them. I'm sorry, ma'am. I don't think it's you that wanted to bone your own family members. That's what you keep saying. So, fixing the fan. I'm boiling over here. So, fast forward a little bit. I ended up forgiving her yet again for more waterworks. I mean, at this point, I'm pretty sure you figured you'd learn by now. Nope, not me. I just believed her right over again, like a dumbass. So I believed her. And, I'm thinking, why the hell did she cheat on me? And when is she gonna cheat on me again? I mean, it's gotten to the point where I can't really trust her. I mean, you're with someone, you should trust them, right? It's gotten to the point where I don't trust her at all. If she told me she was going for a walk, the thought in my head was, yeah, all right, you're going for a walk to go meet the next guy you're going to cheat on me with. I mean, when you've done it 3 times in a row, the same guy, I'm sorry, and the guy lives right up the street from our house. And supposedly he was going for a walk. Right, a walk. Huh. So, my son starts getting older. You know, all kids get older. He turns 1 year old. Me and his mother are both working. Not the same place, different places. He's working a couple miles away, and I'm working here in town in Walmart. And his birthday's coming up, his first year birthday. Everybody else was excited. My son didn't even know what the heck a birthday was. I mean, he was 1 year. He's about to be 1 year old. He probably doesn't even remember it. And I take him to the store, and he's just barely walking at this point. He's crawling. He's doing all that. I mean, he's a little late. He's got a couple mental disabilities going on. So I say, all right, buddy, go ahead and pick out a birthday gift, an early birthday gift. Go ahead. And he picks out, out of everything to pick out, he could have picked out anything in the store. He wants this little brown teddy bear. Really adorable little brown, like it's hard to explain. It wasn't like brown, but it was like think of like a pizza box, like the sides of a pizza box, like the brown cardboard type brown type thing. And it was a really cute teddy bear. It was like fluffy, but it was like a static kind of fluff, so it was like really soft, but like to the point where it wasn't cheaply made, if you know what I mean. Sorry, I'm sick at the same time. Yeah. So I buy him it, and he loves it. He sleeps with it. And I call his mother. I call Michelle, and I'm like, so do you know what you're getting our son for his birthday? Oh, I don't have the money to buy him anything. Whoa! You don't what? You don't have the money to buy your own son a birthday present. That's as if...
You want to buy that gun? It's nice.
So, I'm like, the fuck? You can't even buy your own kid a present? I mean, you ain't gotta buy him a diamond ring. I mean, you ain't engaging the poor kid. You ain't gonna marry him. You're buying him a freaking something for his birthday. Anything. It could be a teddy bear. It could be something to tease on. It could be a book for $1. I mean, you can go up to freaking Dollar General, Family Dollar, Dollar Tree, and get the poor kid something. I mean, to most kids, it's not how much it costs. It's the point that you're giving them something that matters to them. You are buying them something. I mean, he didn't even know who it was from. It's the point that you didn't give a shit enough about your kid to buy him a first 1 year birthday present. Okay? So, about 3 months later, we end up getting back together. And like I said, at this point, I guess I wasn't all the way there. My mind wasn't working correctly.
I took the day off already, but it's...
Trust me, it's working much better now. I mean, I'm still crazy, but I'm not that crazy. It's stupid, I mean. I'm crazy, just not stupid. And, I forgive her yet again, like a dumbass. And about 2 months into it, she goes off and sleeps with this guy again. And at this point, I'm kind of like, what the fuck is wrong with you? Why do you keep doing this type thing? But at the same time, we have a kid together. I mean, I'm the kind of person, I believe that there should be a mother and a father, if possible. I'm not saying there has to be their wife. I'm not saying that at all, okay? There's some single fathers and some single mothers out there, and they are bombing parents, just freaking straight up awesome parents, okay? So, anybody that gets the idea that I was saying that, no, that's farthest from the truth, okay? So, I work with her. I try to work with her. I do everything in my power to work with this girl, this woman, so that, our family can stay exactly what it was. A family. Well, like everybody wants. Is any single one of my cars destroyed? Jesus, no wonder I don't get on this damn car. I can't character. So, okay. I just couldn't comprehend it. So, about 2 weeks go by, and we end up having. She ends up getting pregnant with my daughter Julie, and at the time we wasn't really sure about whose child it was, mine or Taylor's. Nobody could figure it out. She was telling me it was my kid, and I believed her. Well, when the baby's born, I'm not allowed to visit the child at all. I can't even go into the hospital. I'm not allowed to go to her house and visit the child. Her mother wouldn't let me. And DCF gets involved. And she ends up coming to live with me for a week, both the mother and my daughter. And for the whole week, I'm being yelled at and screamed at because I'm cheating on her through Grand Theft Auto Online. Yep, you heard it, everybody. If you want to pick up a date and you want to cheat on your wife, come to GTA Online because, you know, all them pointy little pixel things want to do weird shit to you. Okay. Yep, sounds about right. Anyways, so, that goes on for about a week after. And then DCF tells her, you know what, you're an unfit parent, we're taking your child away. So DCF takes the child, and she ends up moving back in with her mom. And we were still semi-together at the time. I mean, we were still together, but we weren't living together, if that makes sense to anybody. I mean, yeah, no, I'm sorry. My brain doesn't work half the time. It's just kind of blank slate half the time. More than half the time. Shit, fuck that. So, wow. There you go again. Starkiller's brain, everyone. Take a bow. So, about not even a day later after moving out with me, she's already cheating on me with this little boy. I say little boy, and I mean this not to be a douche or a dick. I mean little boy because he was 17 years old. She's about to be 21. Okay, so that's where I get the little boy from. Okay, so she's cheating on me with the brother of Taylor. Let's call him Mike. Huh? Well, let's add the fact that Mike thinks he's the freaking Joker. You know, that one green dude, well, that one white dude that likes purple and green from Batman. You know, him. And within a week, she's already talking about how she's pregnant with this guy. Right. So, she's messaging me on different games, PSN, Facebook, all that, harassing me, talking about how she didn't mean for this to happen, and I don't understand, no, yada yada, the typical shit you do when you're in trouble and you don't want anybody else to know about it. What she was hoping that, no, I wouldn't figure out she was cheating on me. Yeah. Well, okay then. So she does, and I'm just, enough is enough. So she ends up going to visits with my daughter. My 2-year-old, she can't have visits with anymore because she can't handle him. He's got autism, Tourette's, and I don't remember all of the diagnoses off the top of my head. He's got a few. And in her head, this young boy is a spoiled rotten brat because of his mental issues. He's this spoiled rotten. She just doesn't like him. I mean, let's think about this for a second. In your eyes, what kind of a mother uses the term spoiled rotten brat for their own flesh and blood child? I'm not even going to point out the fact that he has mental issues, but their own flesh and blood child. Okay? He's not spoiled. Okay? To her, he's spoiled. And if he lived with her, he probably would not be alive. Because her version of taking care of a child is sitting there and letting them cry and scream because they're not being fed. Okay? And there's a story for that one too. Back before DCF took my little girl from her, the mother, Michelle, would wake up in the middle of the night with the baby and yell and scream, "Hold on, I'm not done yet. Shut the fuck up. It's not ready yet. It'll be ready when it's ready. Stop. Oh my God, stop." And she'd call up me freaking out because she can't take care of a 2-month-old. A 1-month dog, because she was spitting up and sleeping in a freaking, you know those little swing set type things they make for kids? And like babies, it's like padded with like a cloth type thing, and they can sleep in, like sit in there. It's like a chair basically, and it's got straps and it clips them in. Well, she had the poor baby sleeping on that, and when the baby wasn't sleeping in that, she was sleeping in her mother's room, and her mother chain smokes those, you know, those cheap cigars, not clippers, the 20 filtered cigars. She chain smokes them. Chain smokes about a pack of 2-3 packs a day. Yeah, those crappy ones. So I mean, it's kind of like an airtight room. It's not probably the size of most people's bathrooms. Probably smaller with no windows. It's a closed-in area. And the baby's sleeping in there at night while she's chain smoking. Well, it turns out, fast forwarding back after DCF takes her, the baby, DCF goes over there to see everybody in the house just in case they were able to do in-home visits for the baby, my daughter. And DCF decides, no, you're not. Interesting topic came up. Me and Michelle were dating at the time, and she decided that she was going to Nikki, 17-year-old teenager, fresh dropout out of school at 9th grade, quote, dropped out at, no, my bad, 8th grade, huh? As her boyfriend. And the DCF comes over, and I'm just like, the fuck, why the hell did she do that? So I ask her, I said, so why the hell did you introduce Mikey as your boyfriend? She goes, I didn't, they're lying. I said, okay, I kind of believed you. I kind of don't. Then about a week later, I'm asking her, so, why are you always on Google Plus? She goes, oh, well, I do it for the posts. I get on for the posts, stuff like that. I go, oh, okay, that makes sense, because if you follow the right groups in Google Plus, I mean, you got a lot of good, funny little joke post type things going on. And I hop on one day, and she's talking to Mikey, you know, that one guy that she doesn't like, and she can't stand, and she hates his guts, and all that other shit. So I'm like, the fuck? I thought you didn't like him. She goes, we're just friends. I said, uh-huh. Really? So, she ends up moving out, you know. Goes back, cheats on me the first day she's over there. Sleeps with him. And then has the balls to come back, call me on the phone and say, just, Star Killer, I love you. You know, I'm just like, bitch, what? Man, you get the fuck out of here with that shit. And I hung up the phone on her. So she got pissed, and she started blowing up my damn phone 24/7. Well, the whole time, her boyfriend, Mike's in the background asking her all this shit. The funny thing is, and I kind of feel bad for this guy, Mike, because she does the same exact shit to me that she does to him. And she's going to do the same exact shit to his kids that he did to mine. Okay? Abuse them, drop them, throw them, disrespect, and harmful to children. Okay? If I had a picture of her right now, I'd be in a camera, I'd be putting her up on the top right in the corner of the screen, and I'd say, get her. Put her in jail, lock her up, throw away the key, do something. But I don't. Yeah, sucks to be me, huh? Anyways, so, about a month goes on, and me and the girl I had dated before get back together. And we were just talking one day, and we realized, you know, just how much we really did love each other and how much we really missed each other. And we ended up getting back together. Well, the crazy baby mama at this point had decided that she wanted nothing to do with me, and I was the biggest scum manhole on the earth. Basically, I replaced Tyler. Not Tyler, Taylor. Taylor. That's his name, Taylor. Taylor was once the biggest scumbag on earth. Huh? Now I am. Go figure. So, me and her end up getting together, and we end up moving in about 3 months later. And the entire time once we got together, here comes the baby mama, messaging both me and her, harassing us, all the 9 yards, and then going into court and acting like a hard ass. Right. Right. So, one day we're going into court, and her and her boyfriend go, and her boyfriend's mom, and to everybody who really, never mind, forget that one. But this girl, okay, let's just get one thing. Let's go ahead and go. I want to go into more details real quick, okay? Mikey's mother is complete and totally not a saint, okay? From both what Mikey told me and what Taylor told me, their mother likes to pick up immigrants from Mexico, screw their brains out, get pregnant from them. I'm not going to say illegal immigrants because they are legal. They're here on a work visa. Screw their brains out, get knocked up, have the baby, and then find a reason to have the poor man deported, in which she has done 3 times, both from their own say-so. So, that kind of tells you something, okay? Well, she drives without a license on top of that. Let's go ahead and point that out. So any of the Escambia County Sheriff's officers that are reading this, watching this video, or any other hellhole they could probably remember. If I say it's a hellhole, no offense to you, Escambia County, but you got these 3 degenerate losers living there, so you've automatically been downgraded to a hellhole. Sorry. You're probably worse than New York now. Sorry. Congratulations, New York. So, she goes on, and me and my fiance, we end up getting a place together. We're happy. We end up getting a dog. My son comes over every once in a while, and he plays, and he just, a boy, a little boy, just finds everything interesting, literally everything. We took him up to Massachusetts. My grandmother had died recently, and we're sitting outside, and he sees snow for the first time in his life, and he's just like, wow, what is this? And you would figure most kids, at that age, they want to go and try it. What's it taste like? No, he wants to kick it. I mean, don't ask me why. He likes to kick everything. Everything. You literally bend over, he'll kick you. So, another story on that line. They had a little get together after the funeral, and my son decides it would be hilarious to go ahead and start, we had like a little bar going on, and they were selling alcohol and all that other stuff. Like two of my uncles, they had to kind of like duck down type thing to get to the bar because they're too freaking tall. So when they went to go do that, the little boys over there, 2-year-olds, slapping their asses. 2 years old. Yeah. So I'm just like, yeah, that works. Great. That's amazing. So back to the story at hand. I just figured I'd share that little story real quick. I thought it was funny. Everybody else thought it was funny. I mean, a lot of you guys are probably thinking, fuck you, buddy. You suck. Ah. There's a fee for that one, buddy. Just letting you know. I'll let your mind work on that one. Anyways, so we figured, maybe she'd leave us alone now. We've got our own place. We're living together. But no, the hellhole still continues to go on. She's having visits with my now 9-month-old daughter, and for 4 months she did not see her or talk to her or buy her anything. Nothing. no food, no diapers, nothing, okay? And let me go ahead and point this out to everybody in the world. The state of Florida sucks, okay? Sucks. I know a lot of you guys come out here for the babes on the beach and, you know, all the fun and all that other shit. Trust me, this state sucks. This is the only state in the country where they'll sit there and say, oh my God, guys will never be like good enough to be parents ever. The woman is always right when it comes to parenting, like 100% of the time. And guys are too stupid to be parents because they don't know how to bond properly. Anyways, so yeah, that's what the state of Florida is. The state of Florida, if a guy, were not to pay child support, you know how fast your ass would be locked up in this state? Your ass would be locked up faster than you could take a shit, okay? Before you can get butt raped in prison, your ass would be in jail, okay? So, if a female were to not pay child support, they don't do anything. And a lot of people, you probably are wondering, why the hell is this coming up, Star? Why are you talking about this? Well, the mother of my 2 children owes an outstanding $7,000 on my son for child support and $4,000 on my daughter for child support. And every time it's brought to the court's decision, they don't want to do nothing about it. But then again, she's been court-ordered to visit her kids 5 times a week, and she does it maybe once. By the way, if she's watching this video, I want you to know, fuck you. Yeah, just wanted to throw that out there. Anyways, so, state of Florida, yeah, pretty good country, pretty, wow, yeah, it is a pretty good country. I mean, it's a whole nother freaking universe, Jesus. Only in this state you can do half the shit this bitch does and gets away with it. I mean, hell. And then again, there's probably other states that do it worse, but I mean, when a DCF agent comes up to you and tells you you're a crap parent to your face and you'll never be as good as a female parent, then bitch and complain, okay? Okay, because that's what happened to me. Just say. Anyways, sorry, I can't drive. Worth the shit. Then again, I'm not really trying. I'm just kind of... I'm more worried about doing the video right now. So, she gets away with it. So, about 4 or 5, no, 3 months ago. No, yeah, 3 months ago. Me and my fiance have been living on our own. Nice little trailer. 2 months now. And, I'm sorry. I just drank soda and I'm gassy as fuck over here. And, we had a case meeting. Like, what happens is, both you, the mother, DCF, the agent taking over your case, and their lawyer, the guardian, this thing called the guardian ad litem, the guardian ad litem's lawyer, and the DCF's lawyer. You all go into a room and you discuss a loose case, like your case plan, basically, of what you've done and what you haven't done. Well, it's gotten to the point that the mother doesn't even go to them. She's not even cooperating with the Department of Children and Families at all. She's not doing anything. She's not doing her case plan. She's not doing her parenting classes. She's not doing her anger management classes. She's not doing her psychotherapy. Yeah, psychotherapy. She's psycho. Yep. She doesn't do anything. Doesn't pay her child support. Look at this. They asked me. They asked my mom, since my mom right now is the one who has the kids. And I'll tell exactly how I lost them in another video. And they asked her, has Justin been paying child support? Fuck! Tried to not use my name, damn it. Oh, it's already out there. So, did Justin ever, pay his child support? And she goes, no. He's been paying his child support until about a month ago when she lost his job. The DCF agent looked at me And then this face goes, so why haven't you been paying child support? And I look at my mother, and me and my mother, we share a glance of, did you not just understand that well, I just let her name out too. Her name's Amanda, not Michelle. Amanda hasn't paid her child support in about
Call me at the place tonight.
$7,000 ago.
Jesus, what?
And at the time, she only owed $500 from my daughter. So the DCF agent just kind of backs off after jumping down my throat for not paying child support. But you know, the mother gets away with everything. Women's State, come to Florida. If you want to be sexist and racist at the same time, come down to Florida. You get both. As I was saying, and guess who didn't appear at that meeting as well? Mother. So we're going to court, and everyone's hoping, everyone's praying that this bitch doesn't show up to court. Well, joke's on us, because she decided at that one moment she wanted to show up to court. Yay! Woo! With her boyfriend and her boyfriend's mom. Dun 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 dun. So we go up, and out of the corner of my eye, I see him. And the boyfriend's mom goes, what? Is that him? And the baby mama goes, yeah, that's him. Sorry, that's my phone. I'm ignoring it right now. Anyways, it goes, we go into the courtroom, and the baby mama decided to take off. Her boyfriend decides to go outside and chain smoke. Well, her, oh, my bad. It's her husband. At this point, they're not even married. It's her husband, and that's his wife. Joke's on you, your wife's a whore. Ha ha. So that, how does that work? Does that make him her pimp? Anyway, back on track. Whores' lives matter. No. Anyways. So, court goes through. And, this little shit has the balls to sit there and lie and say that she's been paying child support the entire time. I'm just like, what? And then to make matters worse, her new boyfriend's mother is on the backside of the thing, sitting next to my mother and my fiance, saying, we're gonna get my grandbabies back.
Let me know if you need
I'm just like, what? Okay, look, I'm sorry. If she's watching this too, let's get something straight. In order for you to be the grandmother, you gotta be related to them, dumb shit. You ain't related to them. They ain't your kids' kids. They my kids. So back up. Go fuck yourself. Anyways. So, court goes over, you know.
Make sure you come back.
Yay! So, and nothing's changed. Everything's going on the same shitty way. Mother gets away with everything she freaking does. Doesn't pay child support. Nothing. So then, she quits her job. Now, she claims she hasn't quit her job. That she's on a pregnancy leave. Now, to anybody watching this video, that watches this video, since there's nobody in the stream right now, because, let's be honest, I suck at streaming. I want you to go ahead and, you know, if you're a manager, you work close with managers of stores, or you own a, you know, your own family business or something like that, I want you to go ahead and post a message, I'm sorry about that, down below, telling me, what do you think if someone were to tell you that their boss gave them 9 full months of paid pregnancy leave, and then tell me how far you would shove that employee out the door and say you're fired. Okay? because apparently that's what she's done, supposedly.
You're good. Go.
Now, the rumors which are going around the city is that her boyfriend and her boyfriend's brother, Taylor, are dealing heroin. Now, there's no confirmation on that. I'm going to keep digging around for some more information on that, see if it's true or not. If it does, then maybe Florida should get their infamous DEA down there and bust their asses and something. But then again, with the luck I have with this nutcase, she got away with it. Like she does commonly do. So, my son's 2-year-old birthday is coming. It just came and went by. And she asked me. She says, "So, what should I get him for his birthday?" I'm shocked. One point, I am shocked because he's actually asking to buy something for our kid. Well, a lot of you would probably tell me when I answer this question, why? He's only 2. Well, there's a backstory to this one. From a very young age, my son knows how to turn on my PlayStation. He knows how to turn on his PlayStation, pick out the game he wants, and play it. Well, about a month prior to this conversation, the game Lego Star Wars Force Awakens was released. And my son and I both are pretty big fans of Star Wars. It's literally one of the only things he'll actually sit fully through without running around like a madman. So he goes we're going to the store and it's there. And he goes to the games, goes right into electronics, and he's looking at the different systems. And I guess from the picture of his memory, he goes over to the PlayStation 4 version of Lego Star Wars Force Awakens and says, that. So I go, okay, maybe we'll get it to you for your birthday, but you have to be good. The typical parent response, So, every time we go in there, 10 on, he's looking at it, he's staring at it. And a day I go in there, and I had some money. At the time, I wasn't working, but I was working part-time, doing some handyman work, stuff like that. And I'm like, you know what? We're going to go in. I got to get a few things for the house. If I have enough, I'll buy you the game. This is about a week before his birthday. And we go into electronics, and I know a lot of people are going to sit there and argue, well, he doesn't understand. Well, as soon as we went into electronics, his child was jumping up and down, howling, and ran right over to the game and said, that. So, obviously he did understand a little bit. We go up to the register, and
I swear to God, I am done.
it turns out I ended up leaving my money at home. All of it. So I'm annoyed. I'm pissed at this point. I mean, he was disappointed. I was disappointed. I mean, I really wanted to get him this, and it just didn't happen. So his mother asked him, so what should I get him for his birthday? I told her, I said, well, you should get him the Lego Star Wars Force Awakens. So he goes, okay, I'll get him that. His birthday comes around, and about a day before, I call her up and I ask her, I said, so how did you even get him his birthday present? And she goes, well, I didn't have the money for it. Okay, well, let's go into more details about how much money she was making an hour. Huh? She was working at the restaurant called Beauchamp's. It's a pretty famous restaurant. It's pretty well known. It's very packed a lot of the time. Packed to the point where the employees make about $11.30 an hour. That's base pay. That's not including raises and all that other stuff. Huh? She was bringing home anywhere between $500 to $600 a week. She was being paid every week. I'll let you do the math yourself on that one, because I'm too damn lazy and I hate math. So, I wondered, and I asked her, I said, the hell did you pay? That you spend $500, $600 on that you couldn't even spend $39 on your own kid? How do you blow $600 in a week? And you can't. I mean, okay, I can understand if she paid bills. I know a lot of you are going to say, oh, bills. She doesn't have bills. She's what you call a leech. She has food stamps. She receives free Medicaid from the state, and she was either living with her mom, living with her boyfriend's mom, or living with her boyfriend's grandmother, in which at the moment they're living with their boyfriend's grandmother, in which they have no bills, nothing, and they still get food stamps, including a job. And I just wonder, and I asked her, I said, how did you spend all your money on it? You can't even get your kid a $39 thing.
See me at the club.
And she goes, oh, well, I bought a phone. What? The hell kind of phone did you buy for $600? Oh, it wasn't. How much was it then? $300. The hell kind of phone? Even then, what did you buy for $300? Oh, well, I bought, she goes ahead and tells me, she says, I bought $100 and something worth of equipment, and the phone was only $200. Okay, well, you still had money left, so why didn't you buy your kid of his birthday present? Buy him something. 2 years old, only happens once. It's bad enough you didn't even go to his damn birthday party and you were invited. It's bad enough you didn't even call and say, happy birthday, son. Nothing. Okay. So, what she ended up doing was, she ended up blowing all her money on her boyfriend. Her boyfriend smokes. I mean, So, oh yeah, okay, sorry, I lost my train of thought again. So it turns out, what she had spent all her money on was a $80 carton of cigarettes for her boyfriend. And then took him out to her expensive restaurants like Red Lobster, Golden Corral. I mean, I know to a lot of people laugh and go, that's not expensive at all. Well, to me, that's expensive as fuck, especially when you ain't got no money and you got 2 kids to support. That's expensive. But when you have 2 kids and you don't have to support them, of course that's going to be cheap. So, she does visits with our kids. And, even then, she expects everyone else to pay for everything. The food that goes to the children when they eat, the bottles, the formula, the clothes, the bibs. She doesn't feel like she should have to buy anything for her own flesh and blood kids. I mean, okay, try to have compassion a little bit. You don't pay child support, okay? And it's become obvious, no matter what anybody tells you, you're never going to pay your damn child support. And it's obvious in this state, they're not going to punish you for not paying your child support, okay? But, for example, when your kid goes in, this is going on our son, by the way. When your kid goes in, and I want everybody to just think on this. When your child comes in to visit you, and they cry, I mean straight up tears, for 45 minutes straight, until another adult comes and picks them up and takes them away from you. And then is constipated from being stressed out so badly. don't you think you should, wouldn't you take a step back and think, have I done something wrong? Is there something I can change about my life? Maybe there's something I could do differently. Maybe he doesn't like, maybe the child doesn't like how I do my hair. I mean, I'm being a smart ass, but I mean, something. No, in her head she believes that she is the perfect mother. And that she, like, that she does everything perfectly, I guess. And that her children are in love with her, love her in general. Okay, well, let's say this. We have never badmouthed her in front of my kids. I don't allow people to badmouth her in front of my kids. And it's mainly because it's the principal. That's her mother. That's their mother. That's the point. Okay? When the sad point is, when you ask a 1-year-old, when you're in the car, putting them in the car to go for a visit, and you ask him, so are you ready to go for a visit with mommy? And he goes, and he tries to get out of the car. And I know a lot of people will think and say, well, he probably doesn't even know what that means. Well, when he takes him to the visitation hall, he takes one look at her and he tries walking out the door. The very first word out of my kid's mouth was the word no. And that was, son, are you ready to go visit your mother? No. I didn't teach him that. I try not to diss anybody, even the idiot cable guy that came out here and did nothing with my cable. Joke. Ha. Don't worry, I'll make a video on that one next. You guys will love to hear that one. And, so nobody can understand where he was getting this from. Well, someone once told me a child can tell if you're lying. They can tell how you really feel. So if you secretly hate your own kids, they'll be the first to know about it. So out of all those people that are planning on hating your kids and just really don't feel like having them, they already know. So you might as well not even, you don't even got to admit it. They know from the get-go that you don't like them. And they're going to hate you back in return. Huh? So, between me constantly constipated to the point where he had to be on like 4 different medicines, and the point that at one point she didn't even bathe. It was this, thanks. Yeah. And her boyfriend didn't bathe either. Trust me. Her boyfriend stinks too. Just think of a mixture of sex, piss, shit, cat piss, cat shit, cigarette smoke, sex, sweat, and vomit. Imagine a homeless hooker. That's like the best way I could put that. Imagine a homeless prostitute. And then just smell them. Yummy. Makes you want to go in for another puff, doesn't it? So, that's what they smelled like. And these children were exposed to that. Being held and grabbed and carried and picked up to the point where every single time these children came home for a visit, I had to change them. I had to change their clothes and put them in a tub so they could be clean. Yet, and this is another thing I've never really understood. And where in the Constitution, or any law in general, does it say it's illegal for a parent to abuse their child, but it's not illegal for a Department of Children Families agent to allow a child to be abused as long as it is a court-ordered event? Basically, what I got out of that is the government can abuse and beat the hell out of your children as long as it's court-ordered. Because that's what goes on in this situation here. The only real other things I have to talk about in this situation is just how crazy she is. I mean, back when she was living with me for about a week. And yeah, it was about a week because DCF took the baby away from her. But when the day that she left, she took clothes from me, jewelry that my grandparents had left me before they died, a nice leather jacket that my brother-in-law gave me before he died. I mean, just a lot of stuff. And the thing that still gets me today, and the thing that makes me just go, I don't really trust many people, is the, you know what? Yes, I sexted, I cheated, but guess what? It wasn't a big deal. You know, it wasn't a big deal. And like, it was nothing, it didn't mean anything. And the main thing, the biggest out of all of them that gets me deep down is how her being a mother can honestly sit there with a straight face and say, my son's just a spoiled, rotten brat. He is spoiled, rotten. Your child has special needs. You know what that means? That means your child needs love. Not for you to hate him. Your child needs someone to look up to. Not someone to show them that the world is filled with ridiculous stupidity. That people do indeed love them. Not hatred at every moment they get. And to any person in this channel, since I'm pretty damn sure one of them are probably watching this, okay? To any of the DCF agents that are, or FFN, or whatever the hell you want to call yourselves, child services, that are watching this video, I want you to think to yourself, and to any of the judges as well that are watching this, anybody in general, I want you to think to yourself, how would I feel? Myself, me, personally, the person watching this video, how would I feel? Male, female, I don't care, it doesn't matter. If that was my child, and that was going on, and that was me going through that situation, how would you feel? What would you do? Would you, okay, you know what? Yeah, you know what? He's a spoiled brat. You know, let's, yeah. Would you? Another thing, I want you guys to go ahead and post a comment on several things. Go ahead and put spaces in between it, dots, whatever you can, separate them. I want you to do 3 things in the comments below. I want you to tell me if you know anybody that's been through this situation. Tell me what you would do in this situation. And tell me your opinion. What do you think? Just, you know, brief. You don't have to make, this isn't English class. You ain't got to leave me a 500 message. 500 word message. I don't need any of that. I mean, and then just tell me what you feel. How you feel about this whole situation. And to the crazy bitch and her Joker wannabe boyfriend, I'm Batman, and I'm gonna come and kick your ass to sleep. Well, that's all for today, everybody. Everybody take it easy and watch it out at night. I'm Batman.